Is Ariana Grande pregnant and rushing to marry?
And is Selena Gomez devastated over Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin's reunion?
And is Kris Jenner over Kanye?
So much drama, so much time. We're breaking it down right now on Rumor Patrol.
Today's episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make it with Squarespace.
What is up, friends? Happy Saturday.
We're back.
It is summertime.
Summertime.
Ooh, that's like a throwback.
Yeah, do you guys know
I
that
love
song?
it. You guys, I'm Jocelyn. This is Emil. Before we jump into the show, you have to subscribe to Clevver News.
Yes.
Because we're here every single weekend.
Every weekend, and you don't want to miss this show because it's one of the most incredible shows on the internet.
It's truly transformative.
Like, you will leave this show feeling like you've learned so much.
Or so little, but hopefully so much. What are you doing this weekend?
This weekend, I have so much planned. I am doing laundry.
Ooh.
I'm cleaning the apartment.
Talk dirty to me.
Yeah,
Cleaning
scrubbing
and
the
laundry?
toilet. Ooh!
Damn! Also, it's Father's Day. If you are a father and you are watching, first off, bless you.
It's Father's Day this weekend.
Oh no. You're in trouble. It's tomorrow, so get with the picture. So I'm gonna be hanging out with my pops, making some pizzas and like barbecuing. There's still time to send your dad an edible
I've
arrangement.
actually, last year I sent my mom a birthday gift the day of with Amazon Prime.
I know, doesn't it make us look good before we were losers? Anyways, you guys, gotta kick it off. First rumor, is it true that Selena Gomez is devastated by Hailey and Justin's reunion?
All right, Joss, I need to know what's happening. Is Selena Gomez devastated over Hailey Baldwin and Justin Bieber's romantic reunion?
Okay, so here's the thing. I have to kick it off by saying there were images that came out just a few days ago of Justin and Hailey. Looks like they were swimming and it looked very friendly. But this could totally be just a friendship thing. For sure.
Or not.
But based on their history, it seems like them moving towards a friendship would be a hard thing. It's always hard to be friends with someone that you've been like romantically into in the past.
Right. I've done it,
You
but
have?
it is hard. It is hard.
I've never. So
Really?
Yeah, no, I just like
Let's give it a whirl. Give me your phone. Let's call some exes.
Let's not. Okay, so this story, actually, this headline comes from Hollywood Life. So just leave that where it is.
Okay.
Hollywood Life says that Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber, it's painful for her to see him with Hailey Baldwin. So news broke this week that they were hanging out. Maybe they were continuing their love connection. The Paps caught them in Miami last weekend. Things did seem more than friendly, but according to TMZ, Hailey and the Biebs attended a church conference where Justin had his arm around the back of Hailey's chair. The pair dined at an upscale restaurant, Casa Tuya, and then they partied at Live nightclub, where apparently, allegedly, they were showing PDA. First off, I love that they're just going to a church conference. I know that Hailey Baldwin is very actively involved in her church life.
Right. They're just living their best life. A little church, a little din-din, and then a little partying in the nightclub.
Life is all about balance.
I don't know where these weird like voices and faces I'm doing
I'm
this
pretty
episode.
sure that Rumor Patrol has now become your platform to launch your singing career.
I think, oh my gosh. If you want me to release a single, do not tell me.
I do. So I don't know. What would you say right off the bat? TMZ is a very reputable source. Is the arm behind the chair thing mean you're together? Because like I don't think it does.
It doesn't. It
But
doesn't
if it was
necessarily.
Your ex, I'd be like, why you touching me?
The ex, it's a little. And when I first saw these photos, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna jump to conclusions. Can we put that thing with Lady Gaga? Oh wow.
Can we break the set right now? This is getting wild.
I wasn't feeling like this was necessarily a PDA moment. I thought they were just friends until the next morning.
Okay.
When she was seen patting him off with a towel. He was like wet, straight out of the pool. He went for a dip after, they're partying in the nightclub, and then she's like drying him off. Do friends dry each other off?
I don't know. You guys, do friends dry each other off? That is the question.
That's a real question, guys.
I don't know. It really depends on who the friend is.
Yeah.
With exes, probably not.
And
Most
because
likely, drying off is where I cross the line.
I've said this before, when you're a celebrity, you know when you're being watched. And you know that if you're on a balcony, most likely the paparazzi's gonna catch you. So it's
I think they could be really good together. And I feel like he did make a comment years and years ago that a lot of people thought was about her, about like the possibility of them having an actual future together at some point, and maybe like getting married or something. I'm not exactly sure what the quote was, but I do think that they could potentially have a real relationship.
Okay.
They seem to have the same core values.
What does Selena think about this?
Okay,
according to Hollywood
I
Life?
know, I could talk about Hailey Baldwin all the time because I just am obsessed with her and her angular face. You're beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
According to Hollywood Life, though, about Selena Gomez, they're saying, quote, she is aware that Justin and Hailey have been hanging out again, and of course it stings. She still has very deep feelings for Justin despite everything that's happened. There's a lot of love there. It's painful for her to see that he's with Hailey again, but it is what it is. She isn't with Justin anymore, and he's free to do whatever he wants. Hollywood Life is saying this is from an exclusive source. They also have an exclusive source that's saying that Hailey Baldwin, she thinks Justin is smart, funny, incredibly talented, and the sexiest guy on the planet. She's really happy he's making time for her, and she hopes this time they can have something lasting. So I think, yeah, it sucks when your ex moves on, especially with someone that like there is that history with.
Yeah.
But they're not together, and I think Selena's like a very smart woman.
Yeah.
She could go back with The Weeknd if she wanted.
Exactly. I mean, here's the thing. Like we always say when it comes to these sources, this could be a real source, or it could just be somebody who's using common sense and saying something that most likely is true. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
The sky is blue from an exclusive source.
I wouldn't say she's devastated. Selena has her music coming out. She's still living off the high of Back to You. I think she's fine.
She has her health,
yeah,
which is amazing.
And honestly, she's going back and forth with the whole Justin drama for her. Honestly, I think right now at this stage of her life, she's just free.
Exactly. And she, I think, is grateful, like I said, for the bigger blessings in her life, like being alive, which is most
And we talked about
important.
this on DHR earlier this week, but if your ex moves on with somebody else and they appear to be happy, I don't have that many exes. Actually, I don't have any exes. Moving on.
Nice.
I know, yeah.
Gosh, you have such a healthy lifestyle.
Oh, I know. But if my current ended up leaving me and he was dating somebody else in the future.
I don't like where this story is
but
going.
But if I saw that he was happy,
yeah,
I think I would be happy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think once you've healed, you're able to do that.
That's a
for
lie.
sure.
I would be devastated.
So is Selena devastated? I think that is a very strong word. Does it sting? Yes. So is it true that she's devastated?
False. Maybe, but most
knows?
likely not.
No, false. Moving on to rumor number 2, and something I'm so excited about, Ariana Grande is engaged. I'm so happy about this couple. I think they're awesome. But is she pregnant? Is there a bun in the oven?
Guys, so this source for this pregnancy comes from Twitter because literally so many of Twitter, what are Twitter people called?
Tweets?
People? Tweets? Okay.
Twitter users.
All of you Twitter users, I'm sure some of you might have been some of the theorists putting this out on the internet, are saying that Ariana Grande is pregnant, and there's multiple articles saying that maybe she's pregnant, all because of this whirlwind romance with Pete Davidson and how they got engaged so fast. So there's actually 2 rumors. One rumor I chose not to do because people were saying that maybe she was with Pete while she was still with Mac Miller, which I don't think that's the case.
True.
So
no.
Nix that rumor. But the one we are going to talk about is if Ariana Grande is pregnant. And here's why people are saying this.
Yes,
so
tell me more.
They've been together since May, and the news been a little hard to believe, but shortly after the news made it around the internet and social media started talking, Ari started giving us some hints that the engagement is in fact legit. They celebrated at Disneyland, and Ariana liked tweets congratulating the engagement, and even replied to this tweet from a fan that said, quote, "I hope he knows he's marrying us as well," to which Ari replied with, quote, "Ha ha ha, he's been briefed."
That is a definite confirmation.
That's definitely a confirmation.
He's been briefed?
He's been briefed. And then there was this whole exchange between her and Camila Cabello, and they're engaged, okay? They're engaged. Here's the thing though. People immediately were saying, why would they get engaged so fast? And what are your thoughts on like the fast engagement?
Listen, I am not one to put a damper on love. I love love. I really love a good wedding.
Yeah.
Too, so feel free to send the invite, girlfriend.
Think about the dress.
And I think sometimes after you've been in enough relationships, you just know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll have a long engagement.
And
you know
they've
what I
both
mean?
been-
I know people who have been engaged for years before they get married because they've had quick engagement.
Yeah.
And that's their chance to get to know each other in a very like committed way.
I mean, they both have admitted that they've been through rough relationships.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think you're right. Like, they know what they want. Pete Davidson got tattoos like almost instantly after they started dating.
That is some permanency.
All right,
there.
so, okay, let's get to these facts though, okay? So we knew he was serious when he got the tattoos. Both of them are 24. They're both very successful. Pete's on SNL, she's a singer. And of course, the pregnancy rumor had to return because this happened so fast. And if you are a loyal watcher of Rumor Patrol, you know that back in March, we actually talked about this when there were multiple outlets reporting that Ariana Grande was pregnant with Mac Miller's baby because she was absent on social media, which obviously turned out not to be true.
That's like the time that we hadn't seen Taylor Swift for a while. We assumed she got kidnapped.
Yeah, abducted by aliens.
Wow, what an assumption.
Okay, so now fans are convinced that the only explanation for the speedy engagement is that she's pregnant, and there's been so many tweets. Some say that her new single, Delight Is Coming, is actually referring to her baby on the way, which is a stretch.
So cute, but she wrote the song a long time ago. So
I know.
It's like a see it, dream it, believe it.
Exactly.
Situation.
Did she like know was gonna happen? That's a stretch, guys.
I think she's gonna be the best mom when she does have kids.
She will totally be the best mom.
She has the best family.
And guys, I understand, like, we as fans, we always want to create
want them to
scenarios.
be happy. Yeah.
However, this pregnancy rumor is really a stretch. It's gotten so bad that people are now referencing the Psychic Twins, who...
Ooh, the Psychic Twins, what did they say?
I love the Psychic Twins. They did a video with Shane Dawson where in this video, actually just watch.
Right now she's dating rapper Mac Miller. I don't know if like she's confirmed it, but it feels like short term for her. I see her marrying a couple of times, and I think she will marry in a few years and have a child in her 20s.
In her 20s.
Yeah.
What?
What is this? So they did get the part right where she's not with Mac Miller anymore, but they also said she's gonna be married and pregnant in her 20s. But when they said the marriage part, they said she's gonna be married multiple times.
No. I mean, I hope not. I love her and Pete together. I think they're so cute.
I don't know. I just need more substantial evidence for this pregnancy rumor.
I just don't know. I mean, I know this show is already a stretch, but if we start basing everything on like what psychics are telling us, this could really take a turn.
I've never been to a psychic.
I haven't either. I'm not allowed. Actually, I did go on a psychic show one time, but it didn't go well.
Is there
I'll
footage?
tell you that.
Okay.
There might be footage.
I'll be searching.
But you guys, is it true that Ariana is pregnant?
I'm gonna say this is false.
I'm gonna say false.
Okay, so when scouring the internet for these rumors, we come across all different types of things. And you know, Kanye released his album, and there's a couple songs on there that are
Poopity, scoopity, that
a little
one?
questionable. Well, now there's a rumor, and this one comes from NW Magazine, our friends in Australia, that pretty much says Kris Jenner wants Kanye to leave, or Kim to divorce Kanye.
Actually, I think the headline says Kanye's shocking confession, I wanted to kill him. What?
So it all comes from a song.
That's gotta be, okay, so this comes from Kanye's song.
Yeah.
I am like just so confused. When murder is brought into these family dynamics, it really goes crazy.
Well, you know, I love the ID channel. A good little murder mystery. Okay, but this one, and I think this is why, according to NW Magazine, they're worried because they think that we might have a situation if this isn't nixed, because Kim may be on the ID channel if Kanye is not taken out of the equation, according to this magazine. So I'm gonna break it down. So apparently Kris did not like Kanye's song, I Thought About Killing You. And just in case you haven't heard the song, it has lyrics like, today I thought about killing you, premeditated murder. I think about killing myself and I love myself way more than I love you. The most beautiful thoughts are always besides the darkest.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll just really took a turn.
Wow. That's insane. Okay, so what's next?
Okay, so the article.
I don't even know what to say.
The article says, given the album's numerous references to Kardashian, aka Kim, fans are convinced that the Shock Snuff song is about her, and they say that Kris is, quote, begging her to cut Yeezy loose for good.
And then there's also yet another quote from a supposed family insider from the Kardashians, which also makes no sense because their insiders keep their secrets close, but the supposed insider said, quote, Kris is extremely worried for her daughter. She has no idea what Kanye could do next. She wants Kim to get the hell out of the marriage because she believes her and all of the kids' safety could be at stake. And then they go on to say that this is bringing up flashbacks to everything that happened with O.J. Simpson and his ex-wife, Nicole, which is like such a dark place to take it because that situation, this could take a long time to talk about, but the Simpsons were really good friends of the Kardashians.
Yeah.
OJ allegedly killed his wife.
And Kris was like best friends
with the
Nicole.
wife, and it's just very sad. So they saw this alleged domestic violence thing play out to the extreme.
Yeah.
So I just feel like that's a little too much.
The whole article is a stretch, and it stretches even further because didn't they reference an interview with Extra where Kim, and they provided the quotes where Kim has her initial reaction to Kanye's slavery comments on TMZ, and they say that if ever there was a time for Kim to run out in her rocky 4-year marriage, it will be now. It sounds stressful in the Kimye camp right now, and I'm sure the quote's on the screen, but I would like to point out they put camp with a capital K.
So definitely hardcore journalism.
Definitely believe it now.
Right,
yeah.
I mean, I think it goes without saying that, I mean, I'm sure they're like any couple, any family, they go through things, ups and downs. Being in the public eye at that level must be absolutely exhausting.
Yeah.
I mean, Kim freaking got robbed, like in Paris. That's so scary. So I think they are probably very dedicated to safety in their home. And I think it's like a huge stretch and a very inappropriate stretch to go and say that he's like going to do these things to her.
This magazine has also, within the last month, done another article saying that they were going to get divorced with completely different like facts. So it just seems like this is an easy rumor for them to latch on to and figure out a new way. And on the one hand, we can look at Kanye recently, and some of this I can understand that Kris might have been a little worried, but some of the things they're referencing is kind of like, I don't think that's the reason why.
And you think about like Kanye is creating art in the music form, right? Filmmakers create these crazy horror movies all the time, and we're not like, because they want to, you know, kill their family or something. That's just a different art form. So I think to like tie it too closely to personal life is a major stretch. So is it true that Kris Jenner is dying for Kim to get out of this marriage? I think this is false. Okay, you guys, before we go, we have to give a shout out to our sponsor, Squarespace. I know you actually use Squarespace, right?
Squarespace is so simple to use. They have all these different templates, and you can really customize to create exactly what you need for your personal site. It's never been easier to sell products or services, and what I love about this is they have customer support, so whenever I have any issues or anything, they're available 24/7. It's like I said, I can't describe to you how easy it is to use. If you've never designed a website before, easiest tutorials, you just drop things in, click, explains everything.
Yeah, and everyone out there at this point, I mean, the internet is not a fad. It's here to stay.
What?
So, yeah, exactly. I mean, I sure hope so. So, when you guys are ready to launch, you've got to head over to squarespace.com, but wait for it. You should actually go to squarespace.com/Clevver because you're going to save 10%.
Yeah.
I love a good coup. You're going to save 10% on your website or domain, and I think it's just so user-friendly and easy to use.
And if you're like nervous, like, oh, I don't know, Jocelyn, I don't know, I'm not really, you get a free trial too! Woo, 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 woo!
Oh wow, you're just winning left and right. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching Rumor Patrol. Have a great Father's Day.
Okay, I'm gonna get him a gift on Amazon Prime.
And we'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye. Before you go, did Catherine Langford quit 13 Reasons Why to join Riverdale? Ooh, we have all that tea. Click right here.